Good morning, Vande Matram, welcome all of you. So, this cloudy morning, this is a cloudy morning, we can find rain everywhere, sky is cloudy, you can't find clear sunlight, sometimes it comes in patches, very interesting weather. I think you will be recalling your childhood, you will be thinking of getting wet in this scorching rain. That is very exciting. Anyway, we are here to discuss on a good topic, that is a call for the path. A call for the path from the mother we want to discuss right now. Path is there, infinity numbers of paths are there, but the thing is that only infinity number of paths are there towards falsehood, only one path is leading towards the truth. So thing is that a call for the path. When mother calls, there is a call. Path is there, a call is there also. But sometimes and rarely we do understand, we do feel, we do think, and we do analyze. Of course, we don't listen at all because this call is rarely heard. Very interesting. On this topic we are going to have a brief discussion on call to the path. So let us take what really this path is meant. We'll discuss from pathway and from Sri Aurobindo, and then we'll conclude from the mother why this call is there. Here in the course, although the path is common to all, each man has its own way of following it. Path is common. Of course, you must know there is no Grand Trunk Road is being constructed so that you can drive your car or you can run to. But thing is that so far these subtle paths are concerned, not visible to the naked eye. But many people have gone, many people are crossed over, they have got the experience also. So anyway, Sri Aurobindo initially tries to explain and quote, although the path is common, union with the divine, you have to go, you have to take the divine path, you must need the divine call must be there, you must have the aspiration, you must have the divine guidance, the divine light, divine force, divine ananda will come down to guide you. These are the methods, these are the systematically it is there, it is common to all. You have to go union with the divine, that is yoga. But Monsieur in the course tries to explain each man has its own way of following it. No common path is there. You my path, the path I am following, the path I have chosen is not, may not be favorable to you, because it depends upon the nature and consciousness of the sadhaka. So my nature and my consciousness may not be equivalent to your nature and your consciousness. Maybe to some extent with somebody it may be matching, but thing is that most probably in most externally it is not at all matchable. Second, Mother Sri in the course, knowledge of the way is not enough. You have got some knowledge, you have read, you have watched, you have experienced, something is there. Somehow you have attended some your talks, you have read some books. Anyway, this knowledge is not enough. One must trade it. So, like one newborn child, actually he wants to, if he knows that simply he has to stand in it and start walking, it is not possible. He has to, before standing erect also, many processes are there. So, it is not enough, that knowledge is not enough. One must trade it, or if one can't do that, allow yourself to be carried along. It so if you are not able to move on to, then what you have to do, naturally you must need someone to carry over. And this path, who will carry over in the physical world, is your physical mother, physical friends, physical relatives, physical father or something. But this path we are treading, definitely it is a big track, unknown, unseen, untrod. So you have to take the path and help and guidance of the Divine Mother, Sri Aurobindo. all the way same. So there are many paths, and need not be one and the same in their teaching. I mean, suppose somebody knows, I know the path and this is the great path, this is the best path. It must not be claimed, it must not be understood. You must go otherwise. So paths are there are many paths, and need not be one. Need not be one. Of course, they welcome them, and same in the teaching also. It is not expected. Again, if one is firm towards the goal, firm, I must go, I must trade, I must reach. If you are firm towards the goal, there can be on the way to the divine no eternal failure, some eventual failure. Sometimes you can fail, you can find some failure. Without failure is the pillar of success. Without failure, none can proceed. So, Mother Courts don't believe the man who claims, I have never failed in life. So don't trust him. Don't move under their banner, because defeat is inevitable. There is even none who can claim that I have never failed in life. So if you are firm in your goal, that I must trade, I must reach, I must carry out whatever may come, whatever may be. So eventually, there on the way, there is no eventual failure. In the to the divine way, to the divine, when you are moving, there is no eventual failure. Sometimes you can fail some feel, and of course face some hurdles, but these hurdles will never stand upon it as an obstacle. A hurdle you can pass on, obstacle never to pass on, very difficult. And finally, on the path, Sri Aurobindo course, strive swiftly. Don't don't take in a very very colloquial way, very casual way. So what you have to do, strive swiftly, there is no other goal. For the goal is far, you don't know where it is. Far means you can say after 10 kilometers, 50 kilometers, or 100 kilometers, after 3 hours. 3 hours I am going to reach. Not like this. The goal is far. Rest not unduly. If it is duly necessary, sometimes you try to get a break. But rest not unduly. Unduly, never rest. For the master is waiting for you for the at the end of the journey. Master is waiting. Suppose you are running that relay race, 4 into 100-meter race. So before you, at least to the final ending, four people will be there. They will be waiting for your rod. And so don't waste your time. You try to move on. So the master is waiting for the at the end of your journey. Path is very common. You have to go. Don't rest unduly. Be swift. Stride swiftly. So your master is waiting, and at the end of the journey, you can find the greatest pleasure. Now we are moving forward to some extent the call to the path. This path we have seen, path, infinite number of paths and ways we have seen. Now the thing to be discussed on the call for the path, Mother Course. What do you want this yoga for? So many yogas are there. You are interested here. It is spoken of the integral yoga. So the question is there before you. What do you want the yoga for? To get power, to attain peace or calm, to serve humanity. What is your purpose? Most of the time we do the yoga, we just attend the particular function, spiritual function, spiritual records, some great function is there. We attend, even sometimes we work, even sometimes we donate money. What is the purpose? To serve the humanity, to get peace and to attain the to peace and calm, and to get power. What is the purpose? None of these motives is sufficient to show that you are meant for the path. If this hidden motive is behind your coming here and doing yoga or purpose, then it indicates that you are not meant for yoga. These are the paths, these are not meant for yoga, like to getting power, attaining peace and calm, to serve humanity. These are not the purpose here. And exclusively we can trace upon, we can behold the principles of integral yoga. That is completely different. So that must be taken care of, and we must be very much careful, because sometimes simply we are floating on the mist. So in the inside the darkness, we are simply trying to just move our stick. That is something like this. The question you are or to question you are to answer is thus. Then the question: do you want the yoga for the sake of the divine? These are the questions. If you are really in the track, if you have come, you don't know why you have come. Most of the times, if you put questions, these questions to the sadhakas who are coming here, everybody can't be said that he is a sadhaka. Sadhaka means who is doing the sadhana. Simply coming and attending, sitting, something is being done. There is a evolutionary process, something is being done. At least you may claim that I am somehow purer, somehow cleverer than these other people with the ordinary consciousness. But something is being done, you have come here, it's okay. But thing is that you ask these questions and try to get the answer. Do you want the yoga for the sake of the divine? Number one. Do you want the yoga for the sake of the divine? Second question. For the sake of the divine. Don't try to please yourself. Don't try to please others. Try to please only the divine. Only the divine. So far, this integral yoga is concerned. Only the divine. This is the beginning divine. In the middle is the divine, and the final goal is the divine. And the second question: is the divine the supreme fact of your life? Nothing else. Supreme fact of your life is divine. Is that attitude? Is that experience is there? Is that ambition is there? Goal is there? So much so that it is simply impossible for you to do without it. Without the divine, I can't do anything. He is the fact of my life. This idea is very much prominent in you. Third, do you feel that your very reason, raison d'etre, is the divine, and without it, there is no meaning in your existence. He is the goal, He is the object, He is the aim. Without Him, nothing is there. Do you feel that is the question? And if so, these three questions. If so, divine is divine, aim, objective, ambition, path, truth, my goal, everything objective. If it is there, if so, then only can it be said that you have a call for the truth. Only divine, nothing else. Divine, divine, divine. In the beginning, middle, and end. Objective is divine, beginning is divine, path is divine, movement is divine, motive is divine. Except divine, nothing. Then you have got the call. This is the first thing necessary: aspiration for the divine. You must take care of the aspiration for the divine. This is the first. The next step is you have to is to tend it, to keep it always alert and awake in the living. That is what the three things you must have. You must have. First, you must tend it. Second, you must keep it always alert. Keep it always alert. And the third, awake and living. That is what alert, awake and living. That is the second step. And for that, what is required is the concentration upon the divine. That is what the requirement. This concentration must be concentrated on the divine. First step, aspiration for the divine. Second step, to tend it, to keep it always alert, awake, and living. For that, actually, what you have to do, concentration upon the divine with a view of integral and absolute concentration to the will and the purpose. integral and absolute concentration to your will and purpose. Two things are necessary. What is there? Integral and absolute concentration. What to what? Will and purpose. Then about the concentration, Mother quotes, concentrate in the heart. Concentrate, because two methods are usually used. We do on the brain and the second is heart. Here in the course and feels concentrating upon the heart is better. So enter into it, concentrate on the heart, enter into it, go within, then deep and far, and then for you must for as far as you can. That is what concentrate. What we have to do first in the heart. Second, enter into it, enter into the heart within, go within, that is the third step, and fourth, deep and far, that is what you have to do. So gather all the strings of your consciousness in the that are spread around. These threads are here and there, things are fallen apart. You have to gather them and roll them up. Second, roll them up, take a plunge and sink down. Another things are there. So initially concentrate, mother quoted to how to concentrate. Concentrate in the heart. Second, enter into it. Third, go deep within, deep and far as you can. So then second step is, the next step is, very next step, gathered all into all the strings. It is here and there. Gathered all your strings of your consciousness that are spread abroad. And second, roll them up and take a plunge and sink down. So these are the things, these are the four steps again mother quotes. And final, in the final line, mother is having a nice and beautiful observation on that. A fire is burning there, deep inside the heart, that psychic fire is burning there. In the deep quietude of the heart, that fire is burning in the deep quietude of the heart, and it is divinity in you. That fire is divinity in you, and your true being, that is psychic being, hear the voice, follow its dictates. So that is what you have to do. If fasting, you have to remember and recall what is the path. Then you must say the purpose for which I am here. If the purpose is to go for peace, calm, serving the humanity to get power, then you have not received the power. Then what is the condition? If you think divine is all, divine is the beginning, divine is the middle, without the divine nothing can be done. My life is not like this. So you have got the call. Then we have to. You have the two steps. One is aspiration. Second thing is to you must do, tend and keep it, how to apply in life. So that is the purpose of that mother quotes, concentration upon the divine in the heart with a proper will and a purpose, that is the most required condition. So mother quotes how to concentrate in the heart, go deep within, you have to inside the heart. So and you can find the threads moving here and there. You have to concentrate. Everything must be in a proper condition, proper phenomenon, proper step. That is what the requirement. And finally, going deep within. Simply we are going, or something else is there. Yes, something else is there. And the deepest self you have to reach, where the psychic fire is burning. That is your true being. It is the divinity in you, and deep this fire, this divinity, the true being, you can find deep in the inside the deep quietude of your heart. There itself you try to listen the voice, follow the voice and its dictates. That is the true method and the true meaning of the call to yoga. Bande Mataram. And happy Bahuda. Bande Mataram. Thank you.